So I'll shoot straight to the point on this one. I had a request over on Patreon not long ago to listen to All My Ghosts. And then from there, I ended up, All My Ghosts was so good. Such the style of music that just latches on to me and makes me want more. Makes me want more so bad. So then I hear there's a trilogy. It's a trilogy. There's Doomsday and then there's Erase Me, and I ended up listening to the whole trilogy. I love all three of these songs. I end up seeing Lizzy McAlpine open up for Dodie on tour. So I see her live, and again, this is not long ago. This is like a few weeks ago. And when I say she sounds no different than these track versions of these songs, there's absolutely no exaggeration, not an ounce of an exaggeration in that statement. And not only does she sound no different, like all the emotion is 100% translated live and in person. Just so impressed. I love her singer-songwriter style and the fact that she's actually telling stories. These reminiscent type stories are actually being told in like a way that's comprehensible, a way that I can actually understand and feel and relate to. And therefore, it works out perfectly that Lizzy McAlpine has dropped an album. This is her second album, apparently. And we're going to listen to it. We're going to listen to it because I've just enjoyed everything I've gotten from her that much. Maybe we'll reverse back.
Footsteps down familiar sidewalk, knowing that we were here in our dreams last night. All my ghosts are with me.
Oh.
I know you feel them too. Well, they just stand there while we're taking shots of brandy. I can see it now. He stands up there and wipes his tears. I can see it now when all my ghosts. 'Cause I hate all of my habits, but I happen to love you.
What a nice.
I hope that's true. Habits, but I happen to love you.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the guy outside is her ex, but represented as a ghost. As you saw him, he essentially disappeared. I assume that the ghosts the whole concept of all my ghosts are all my exes, or all my experiences, which leads into the line at the end. I'm talking about all my habits, which are based on my experiences in those relationships, and they left me dizzy. I barely know how to handle this, but now we're in this situation, and I'm so, it's led me to this moment where I'm in love with you, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for all my ghosts, all my exes, all my experiences, all everything I learned from that. I love this. I really, 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 really love this. This is a really, really, and I don't even know how you would describe the genre of this song. I don't really care. It does remind me a little bit of Olivia Rodrigo, to be honest.
You got a Slurpee for free.
She knows how to use her voice, and she knows how to layer those vocals.
I caught you looking at.
But then this happens.
Bright and shine.
Right here. I thought it's. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Pull the plug in September. I don't wanna die in June. I'd like to start planning my funeral.
Pull the plug in September. I don't want to die in June. She's walking in a school. It makes me immediately think of school. School starts in September. It ends in June.
Again.
This oh my god, the instrumentation that's going on. There's so much going on.
Doomsday is close at hand. I'll book the marching band to play as you speak. Only my murderer, you, and the priest who told you to go to hell. Feel more free than I have in years. 6 feet in the
Dead
ground.
under the ground. Yeah. I feel as free as I've ever felt dead. It's been my doomsday from the start of this since I've met you.
Doomsday is close at hand. I booked the marching band.
Oh my god, I have so many thoughts and feelings. But this is big and grand. Yet at the same time, her vocals are so forward and they feel so. There's more pain. It feels like in this performance, vocally speaking, but it's so like at the very tip of your ears as you're listening.
Nails on the floor and soot on my tongue. I don't know his name, but I still taste the rum. And you're fading, but he feels like you in between. I've said too much, in and out of wanting us. Now you're fading, and I wonder who will erase me.
Oh, now it's got this like sexy sound to it.
Erase me. Wanting us, now you're fading, and I wonder who will erase. Don't answer me.
I love everything about her vocal. That's the thing too. She does this really soft vocal that blends into her falsetto really nice. But then she opens when she wants to get super emotional and open with her voice. She does that, which she did right here. This is the really soft transition into the falsetto. That's gorgeous. And then she just gets really open and emotional. Right, not there. That was still the tight falsetto, but now it's she sounds so good. Oh my gosh, he's haunting her. He is all the damage that he did to her, all the pain he inflicted upon her. Music is in good hands with these young artists. You talk about Gracie Abrams, who blew my mind with her songwriting. You talk about a Lizzy McAlpine, look at this, and Olivia Rodrigo, not writing you see from your typical young pop stars. Really changing the course of what music is going to look like down the road, I feel like. I'm so excited. I'm so here for it. This track is an ego thing. It's the second track on the album.
Guns drawn, slow down. It's a battle over something stupid. They're all the rage right now.
Clearly is talking about how both of you have this ego and both your guns are drawn, which, by the way, when that happens, like, there's not going to be any sort of healthy communication going on.
It's not that important. It's none of your concern. But you got angry and said some angry words. Ooh, I was trying to be honest. If this is what I get, I won't be honest anymore. This is what I get.
So Lizzy's got. I love the way that she describes how she hates the feeling and not the person. And it's a very important distinction when it comes to things like this. Sometimes your ego will have you act in a certain way, and that way will present itself as if you do hate the person. But I like that she presents that distinction. And I heard the breakdowns in her songs. This is very consistent with the breakdowns in all the songs I've heard from her, where she is very. It's like I don't know where her songs are going often, and I'm always supportive of where they do go when they do make the move that they make. It's like, oh shit, this is what we're doing. And part of that is that she's got two fantastic tools that, because of those two tools, she's literally going to be around forever. Like 10 years from now, look at this name and she's going to be massively successful. And I'd almost guarantee that. It's because she's got the two tools that are as important as any. One of those is she can write her ass off. Two is her vocals. She could do so many different things with her voice, and there's just something about her voice that's just so endearing, and it like really captures. And when I say endearing, it might not even be the right word, because it sounds so nice, but it's also like it captures the emotion of the song very well. I almost mean that in a way that's very like, oh shit, she's really getting some stuff off of her chest here kind of way. Yet at the same time, I really want to just keep listening to her sing constantly, especially when she does those harmonies with herself. Okay, Called You Again is the next track.
You love me the most.
Man, when she goes in her low register, her falsetto, it doesn't matter. She sounds great constantly.
And that should be the end of it, but I never know when to stop talking.
So grand.
So I make my bed,
I'm
sleeping alone. But you called me again. I don't know why it never seems
to end.
Yeah,
it just goes around and around and around and
we
around.
don't really talk anymore. You, all I do is cause you pain. Cause I call you again.
Fuck, Lizzy. It's the self-awareness is what it is. The self-awareness of knowing, like, all I do is cause you pain because I called you again. Prior to that, she had said you called me again, and it's they both are hurting each other, and they're both aware of it, but they almost both can't pull themselves out of the situation. That's what she means when she says I make my bed and I sleep in it. Incredible songwriter, and again, her vocals are just I can follow the trail of her vocals on and on and on and on. Also, I really enjoyed this song. The way that it was arranged, I really enjoyed. It felt orchestral. It felt very grand, and things were being added constantly, and it gave you this feeling of action, of movement. And you know, when she says like this feels like a reoccurring event, it really felt like you could feel the movement of that happening because of the way the song was arranged. That's one of my favorites. Okay, Reckless Driving featuring Ben Kessler.
But then it's over in a second. Crashed the car into the tree. Yeah, I can see it all happen. You'd rather die than take your eyes off me. I don't love you like that.
Oh shit.
I'm a careful driver, and I tell you all the time to keep your eyes on the road. But you love me like that. You're a reckless driver.
Wow.
And one day it'll kill us if I don't let go.
I don't know how to tell you.
Wow. You're a reckless driver. I'm a careful driver. I don't love you like that, but you love me like that. You're reckless. I'm careful. Like, you're a man. And the analogies too, the wordplay again, her songwriting, her pen. We know we love pen here. Her ability to just completely use words as her tools when she has a voice like that is just an unfair thing. Honestly, it's unfair. I listen to so many artists on this channel, and one thing that always stands out as everlasting success of an artist, someone who's been successful for a long time, is that combination of vocals and songwriting. Once again, I'm gonna keep probably saying that a few times just because I want to look back to this video like 5 years from now when Lizzy McAlpine is like dominating the entire world.
Cause I die to keep your eyes on me.
Cause I love you like that. Yeah.
I'm a reckless driver. You tell me all the time to keep my eyes on the road.
I died. I'll risk dying if it means I get to keep my eyes on you. I like that we have both perspectives. This is a really smart song to have a feature on. Build. Again, you don't know where her songs are going. Like, where is this? More. They died. It killed them. That's what happened there. It just cuts off, and that's because it's killed them. It even had this kind of sound of like that sound that you hear in most cinematic like films, where there's about to be a crash. Everything just sound stops, and the next thing you know is someone has fatally wounded themselves in an accident. Man, I love how that builds and builds. You know who she actually reminds me of now that especially after listening to this song. She reminds me of Billie Eilish. Speaking of dominating for years and years, I would say that Lizzy probably has more vocal agility than Billie does. Obviously, she's got a long way to go to get to what Billie's been able to pull off, just as far as everything, and so well earned and deserved. But it's ironic because I see Phineas is on this album, and I didn't even really think about that when I made that connection. But boom, he's on track 11. We'll get there very soon. Right now, we're about to get to Weird, featuring Laura Elliott. Not sure who this is, but we're on a roll so far. So
on the halls, suddenly I'm 10 feet tall and I can touch the ceiling. I think I scared you off. Now I'm regretting getting close, hoping it was just a ghost that started to look just like you. Or maybe I'm off the wall, but maybe it's weirder not to have dreamed.
Lizzy McAlpine layering her vocals, harmonizing with herself. One of my favorite things, musically speaking, currently. Like, out of anything that has anything to do with music, with any artist, her layered vocals are as good as it gets. It's like intrinsic. Two, there's a deeper meaning to the song. It almost even feels like there's a connection with All My Ghosts. All I could picture, because a lot of the song felt very cinematic, and for whatever reason, I could not help but this song belongs in a horror film as a score during some part of the film that is like the climactic part to scare the fuck out of the audience. I'll never know because I'll never watch it, but this is where it belongs. It would get the job done. I don't know why. That's just how I feel about it. Let's do Ceilings, track 8. Shit.
You're kinda cute, but it's raining harder. My shoes are now full of water. Lovely to be rained on with you. It's kinda cute, but it's so short. Then you're driving me home, and I don't wanna leave, but I have to go. You kiss me
Her voice.
in your car, and it feels
Oh,
like the
man.
start of a movie I've seen before.
I like her referencing movies here because there's a theme with her music that's very cinematic. I can tell. I have actually no doubt. Actually, I've seen her music videos, so I can actually. The feel of her music videos are very film, very picked from, very like movie inspired, very romance movie inspired, drama movie inspired. Just another song that feels like it could very much fit into a movie. So I'm glad that she specifically references that this feels like a movie. Also, I like how she's clearly with someone different than she was in Reckless Driving, because now she's in the car and she actually wants to be in it. And I like the like her shoes are filling up with water, but like still like such a lovely feeling to still be laying there with this person. Her voice tickles me, like particularly when she's singing like that, when she's doing that very soft, like fluttery vocal that she does, that she's done a few times in this album. But like I think this is as good as it gets when she's doing it this way. There's no comparison.
Of a movie I've seen before, but it's not real, and you don't exist, and I can't recall the last time I was kissed. It hits me in the car, and it feels like the end of a movie I've seen before.
But was it real or was it not? Is she like imagining all of this? And when she says it feels like a movie I've seen before, it could also very much forget about like the film aspect of it. it literally is something she's been through. Like, oh shit, I've done this before. I've been in this situation before. This is happening again. Like, oh no. And then the way the song builds, it's like building suspense, where it's like, kind of, oh shit, oh no, I'm in this situation again. But then there's like no resolution at the end. The way the song just kind of stops, and you want more. And again, the way that this song is arranged, the musicality, the instrumentation of the song is so effective in helping you feel what you're supposed to feel. Again, along with her voice, along with the storytelling. I need to know who's some of the credits on these songs actually. Of course, written. I love to see she's the only writer on the song, and I love to see that. By the way, Lizzy, I love to see that. I'm not familiar with the producers on this song. Philip, I hope I said that right. I can barely see that because I don't have my glasses on, but wildly impressed by the production on this album so far.
It's okay to be rough, I'm a little bit tougher than all of your other girlfriends, but you're not allowed. She's got you under lock and chain, too late to let her down, so you're not allowed. What a shame it would be if you left her now. Push me up against the wall. It's okay to be rough, I can handle this stuff only if you're comfortable.
Consent's important.
But you're not allowed.
Lizzy McAlpine, this is very spicy of you. This is very, see you. I see you.
What a shame it would be if you left her now.
Lower register. And again, who knew this song was going here? And here we are. It's incredible just how the listenability on this album is the listenability is a 10 out of 10. The only song that I haven't not liked, I guess, I didn't love Weird, but everything else I've either really, really liked or loved. And just as far as like general listenability, like just play it and just let the whole thing flow, you're gonna enjoy every moment of this album. And a lot of it, again, is her voice. And where these songs go, there's nothing boring about them. It's never, you don't start and finish in the same place everywhere in these songs. They're going to different places constantly. She's constantly shifting and changing. Nothing is long. The songs are barely touch 3 minutes, all of them, but there's still so much going on in all of them too. They don't feel too short. You don't feel cheated outside of Ceilings. By the way, I needed more. You did something. You took something away from me in that song. Even Reckless Driving, although actually the end of that was death. Okay, what a shame. Wow. Lizzy. That was controversial of you, but I respect it. Firearm, track 10.
There's a hole in my heart and I can't find the bullet, but you sleep with a firearm. I should have pulled it on you. In my heart, there's a hole in my heart and I can't find the bullet, but you sleep with a firearm. I should have pulled it on you.
Oh my.
What a shame, I can see it all now that we're through. I get drunk with my friends.
The writing. There's a hole in my heart and I couldn't see through it. You sleep with a firearm. I should have pulled it and I didn't realize it till afterwards. So much about that whole sequence of songwriting is just stellar.
Your name never comes up. I tell strangers online that we broke up.
That's an ego thing.
What a shame that I put up with you.
What a she's connecting a lot of songs on this album. What a shame that I put up with you. That she just kind of referenced what it is to have an ego and how that affects you. She definitely has something to do with Weird and All My Ghosts. And Doomsday Erase Me and the trilogy of songs also all very much related with one another, right? She knows what she's doing, and again, that is the essence of a great songwriter, a fucking great songwriter.
I'm not sure you realize
You can't get soft like this after.
the pain that you caused. I don't feel like talking, but everyone else does. Can't.
So I don't feel like talking, but everyone else does. I'm wearing this on my face, just as in everyone can see that something is so clearly wrong with me. I don't want to talk, but they can see it, so they want to talk, and therefore I'm fucked.
Find the bullet, will you sleep with a
It's you.
firearm? I should hold it on you.
I should have gotten you before you got me.
Now I don't have the energy.
You took it all from me. Wow. Man. Okay. Constantly impressed in this album so far. Hate to Be Lame featuring Phineas, track 11.
It's always on the tip of my tongue. I read an article on the internet, told me that that's how you know you're falling in love. Don't really trust what's on the internet, but maybe just this once. Hate to be lame, but I might love you.
That damn ego is getting in your way again, Lizzy. That ego is messing you up. It's it's messing you up in lots of different ways here. It's not lame, but I understand. I totally get it. Totally get it. It's hard to break down that wall and say those words, because that's what it is. It's a big ass wall that you got to get through and put yourself out on this island when you're saying that, and open yourself up for some major hurt, because that's when someone could hit you with a firearm potentially, and then after the fact you're like, fuck, I wish I pulled it on you. Hate to be lame, but I love you. So clever.
Hate to be lame, but I might love you. Do I want, do I care enough to say that I love that I need?
If I could rewind, would there be some butterfly effect? What if we never met? What if the stars never aligned?
Hate to admit, but I think you knew. Hate to be lame, but I might love you.
Phineas was the perfect collaboration for her, just vocally speaking. Okay, Nobody Likes a Secret. True. Track 12.
And I really don't get how you can say that and be proud of it. We both know you were in deeper than that.
You're lying. Why? For what?
Nobody likes a secret, and I was always yours. I still don't know what for.
I still don't know what for. So not only has she not gotten closure, and that's also kind of indicated when, she's going through, she's in magazines, she's reading stuff actively, whether she's searching for it or not. She's making a choice to read things about, that this person has said, that has to do with her. So if you do have closure, you're likely avoiding that stuff or just don't really care to read it. So clearly she hasn't gotten that closure from that situation. And again, I just said this after Hate to Be Lame about how she very much can orchestrate vocally how she wants you to understand how she's feeling about something. And with Nobody Likes a Secret, the way she sings the song is you feel that. You feel like this sort of emptiness in her where she can't understand. And that's what not getting closure is. It's this lack of understanding from a situation. And when you get closure, it's nice because you can understand. You get to understand. You're like, oh, I understand how you feel. You understand how I feel. We both have an understanding. Boom, closure. This feels nice. There's still pain involved, sure, depending on the situation, but at least we have that. There's no understanding here. She sounds confused the whole song, and I just love how she's able to constantly do that in every single song. Like, her tone is completely different, just all depending on what she's singing about. Chemtrails, track 13.
I see chemtrails in the sky, but I don't see the plane.
This is very pretty.
What the hell is my problem with taking the blame? 'Cause I play with my food, and then someone else takes it away. It's so hard to believe, but I'm trying to change.
Man, again, the listenability of this album is as good as it gets.
I see lines in the sand, but I don't see who made them. I still listen to that band that you showed me last April. I still play with my food. I'm a child at the grown-ups table. It's so hard to believe, but right now I feel stable. I moved away and I grew a few inches. What a shame, I had a chance and I missed it. And there are some days when I hear that song and I hate to admit it, but I miss it, I do. I miss it, I miss you.
Again, with her tone, there's a tone of just complete.
Oh, I miss it, I miss it, I miss you.
There's regret here, there's angst, there's longing.
I miss it, I miss it, I miss you.
You know how nice it is knowing this is exactly what she sounds like live?
I see chemtrails in the sky, but I don't see the plane.
The line in the
I
sand.
know that I feel it, but I don't know the name. I play with my food, and then I throw it away. It's so hard to believe I have to grow up this way. I moved out and I made some new friends. Sometimes when I shout, it feels like no one hears it. And there are some days when I think that somewhere you're watching as I grow up without you. I miss it, I miss you.
Here is Elizabeth eating a big snack after being in
I
the shower
miss
for
it,
15
I
hours.
miss you.
She's famished, you can tell. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Wow. Is this about her father? it feels like it's about her father. It's certainly a parent, and I would assume her father based on the male voice at the end. And everything, she's had to basically teach herself a lot of things and kind of force herself to grow up and learn things. And this is maybe the best written song on the album, which is saying a lot. Just because there's she's written her ass off on this album. But a lot of the poetry basically she wrote in this song, talking about seeing the chemtrail in the sky but no plane, seeing lines drawn in the sand but you didn't see who did it, not finishing her food, lots of sort of things that kind of feel like they're metaphorically getting at the fact that there's a lot of things she doesn't understand or she felt like she missed out on, like an incompletion almost. And it feels like something like, her father's not around now, like that was taken away from her and she didn't get to see the completion of all these things, and then therefore she had to teach herself a lot of things. Just, I don't know how you end an album better than that. Just because, yeah. We'll see. Orange Show Speedway, track 14.
It didn't look like this 3 years ago. My mind is racing and I feel so strange. Last time I was here, you were with me. I fell in love at the Orange Show Speedway. I fell in love at the Orange Show Speedway. But I've never been here in my life. I think it all kind of feels like an Orange Show Speedway, when you're racing head first towards something that'll kill you in 5 seconds flat. When I'm racing head first towards everything. When you're racing head first towards something that'll kill you in 5 seconds flat. When I'm racing head first towards everything that I want back.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Oh, there's so many great things about this album. One of the things is that she's done such a great job at very much putting on the table what the situation was in all these situationships, whatever you want to call them. Every single one of them. So when you get to that, every single one of them that was about a relationship anyway. So when you get to Orange Show Speedway, it feels like it, she says, I think 3 years have passed. It feels like all that time in between. It feels like all of these happened in between. And now it feels like she finds herself wanting to, go back to whatever the start of that was. Whatever, she wants to get back some feeling that she seemed to have at times regretted, as she seemed to have at times not so much enjoyed. Or perhaps some of the stuff in between was the stuff that she didn't enjoy. And now, as a result of that, now she wants to go back to this original situation that actually was like, she actually was in love. It wasn't reckless driving, which I still find absolutely hilarious, but it's not hilarious because the way it ends. And yeah, I'm gonna be bumping this because it's as good listenability as it gets. And the irony is, you could listen to this from start to finish and not so much pay attention to what she's saying, and you will just enjoy it surface level based on that, because of her voice, because the production on this is real good, and because every song is just so unique and it goes to such different places constantly, and she's constantly doing things with her voice. These songs never stay the same from start to finish. There's constant change. But then that's just the surface level, and you'll love just that. But if you really want to sit there, dial in, and listen to the stories she's telling, listen to what she's saying, listen to her pouring her heart out there, listen to all the room she still has to grow, right? Because you can tell this is still a person who very much still has her guard up in life, very much still is figuring herself out. You can feel that in a lot of these songs, and I don't think she really hides that. If you sit here and listen to the songs and what she's talking about, it's a whole different experience on top of all the other stuff that you're going to really enjoy. All that being said, this is really, really precise, grade A songwriting, along with her great voice, along with great production. And I've got both eyes on Lizzy McAlpine and whatever she does from now on, because this is a 14-track album, and it's a great album. I'm highly impressed. And yeah, Lizzy McAlpine, everyone keep your eyes on her. 5 Seconds Flat, fantastic album. Favorite songs, by the way, let me give you my top 7. We'll cut it at half. Erase Me, Called You Again, All My Ghosts, Ceilings, What a Shame, Firearm, Chemtrails. Those are my top 7. Throw Doomsday in there too, actually, because I how can I not? We'll make it a top 8. Screw it. Lizzy McAlpine, 5 Seconds Flat. You did this damn thing, girl.